everyone, it is I, Don Corneo, everyone's favorite SCS personality. Today I'm taking over the SCS Post, and we're calling it the Corneo Post. It's such a better name than the SCS Post, don't you think? I think so. But before we get into the episode, let me tell you about the Battle Arena Finals taking place Saturday, 6:15 p.m. Eastern on AlexJet's stream, where two combatants will be fighting to be my champion. Will it be Echo Fire, or will it be the Flying Fish? I don't know where they came up with these names, but I heard the weirder the name, the stronger the player, so I'm looking forward to it. So I'll see you on Saturday. But before that, on to the Corneo Post. Intern, what are you doing? I said they have the logo of a turkey, not to bring turkey. It could be offensive. Hard to get good help these days. Oh, we're live. Welcome to Corneo's Post. It is I, Don Corneo, here to bring the Post to you today with the other side of the SCS Finals, EVA. Welcome, Belmont, Vic, and Exhibit A. I'm sure I don't need any introductions, but how about you introduce yourselves for the public?
Hello, I'm the advisor, pretty much the leader for EVA. Look over here's my partner, and Exhibit A is, well, he's Mr. Lawyer Man. Nothing else I can really say there.
I've been in EVA since Smash 4. I'm a moderator. I stick around for a little while, and I'm the grandpa of the group.
Yeah, and I joined a few months ago, and I've been helping out, advising, and playing whenever I can.
Oh, so Exhibit's the grandpa. Oh man, that must be rough having a bunch of kids and grandkids. Oh, I don't envy you. But you have a group like EVA, so I guess it's not such a bad thing. Well, let's get started with the talk. When you guys got into the SCS Finals, what emotions ran through you as you saw Snake lift his leg and kick Shulk where it hurts? And he flew off screen.
I was ecstatic.
Yeah, I mean, for me, emotions were mixed because for one thing, I mean, we've been like right there as like nearly a top crew since Smash 4, obviously with an ebb and flow of like activity. So there's part of me that's like, it's unbelievable that we're in the finals. And then there's another part of me that's like, you know, we've really worked hard to get here and it feels really earned and deserved.
Well,
Yeah, we
we
had this
deserve
kind
this, but it's unbelievable.
We had this kind of huge flow of momentum after Arpeggio, so everyone was like super pumped, and you know, we really were like hoping like, oh, let's see what we can do today. And when Moses did get that up till, you know, the entire chat popped off, we were all super pumped. Like, you know, we actually made finals, which, you know, not many people were expecting, but we worked really hard for it.
Oh, it is a grand story. It is unorthodox. I mean, your logo is unorthodox. It's like everything about your group is unorthodox, even down to the players that you have. You have such a diverse roster. If you could pick one player out of your entire cast, what player do you feel defines EVA?
I think we all agree Base Mage.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Base Mage is like the representative. I mean, he was in EV like pre-merge back like way back in Smash 4, and he was one of the leaders of that. So like, he's one of those people who's just like he's always been at like the front representing us on like every stage. And then you have, you know, some other people like Arrow plays like, you know, 90% of the cast, and so he encapsulates some of the wonkiness of the crew. You get people like Rain doing crazy like creating crazy clips and just like playing like an absolute maniac, which we feel like encapsulates part of the crew too. So you got some real fun personalities.
We have quite a roster. I agree.
I'm going to give you some inside information because I like you guys so much. Unrivaled is absolutely terrified of pink puffball balloons. Like, seriously, I said pick one character that scares you, and they said the pink puffball balloon. So don't tell them I told you that, but I think you guys have a very good advantage going in with that. I mean, I've seen the puffball. I don't think he's all that tough. I play that one character, the one with the big belly and croc, because it kind of reminds me I'm king, so you know how that works. So one day I'll have to match up and see how dangerous that pink puffball is. But that's for another time. One of the bigger questions that everybody has been wondering, especially the new people, including myself. I haven't been here long. Explain the turkey and EVA's history. Because what does EVA stand for and how does it associate with a turkey?
It doesn't associate with the turkey. The turkey came about through something else. So EVA is the merger of two crews from back in Smash 4. You have EV that stood for Eternal Victory, and A with the little carrot that stood for Ascension. But basically, we were just two crews of people that were really, really close with one another, like good friends. And so we just decided to merge. And so we just kind of stuck it together as EVA, but it didn't really mean anything. It just never felt like it made sense for us to rebrand ourselves. And then one year, I think it was Thanksgiving, and so someone just changed the server picture to a turkey. And then when Christmas rolled around, instead of changing it to something else that was seasonal, someone just threw a Christmas hat on the turkey. And then from that point on, our logo was just always a turkey.
And yes, before you ask, it is MS Paint.
Okay. It's very tough to find me laughing about things, particularly when I'm in a professional atmosphere. But you picked a turkey to represent eternal victory and ascension when a turkey does not win because he gets cooked on Thanksgiving and he can't ascend because turkeys can't fly. Intern, do turkeys fly? I don't know. I live in Midgard and we don't see many turkeys.
I think they can fly.
I'll
look it up. I'll do my research.
Okay, go do the research and we'll go over that. But you heard it here first, folks. The turkey has nothing to do with EVA, but it is still the most intriguing logo that I believe is in the SCS. So, okay, we're just getting it that turkeys can fly. Okay, I'm glad the ones on my plate don't fly because then I could definitely not catch it. Well, you know what? I don't believe that. I'm going to go research more about this turkey. Intern, ask some more questions while I figure this out. All right, give me something to go shoot a turkey with.
All right, so what would you guys say is like your biggest worry going into this upcoming crew battle, and what have you been doing to prepare for this?
Naturally, it would be the Radiant hero himself, Ike, coming from, of course, Yez, and we're just looking at who could do well against him, and really thinking hard on how we could potentially counterpick him, and just preparing for the worst.
Anyone else have any other specific things that you're worried about, or is that just the overarching one?
Well, I don't think we're very worried. I think we just want to put on a good show in the end.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing when you're game planning for crew battles is not necessarily your first counter pick, but your second one. So if something goes wrong, if you try to counter pick someone and your counter pick ends up still losing, then what's your next choice? Like, what are you going to do? The saying goes, like, what are you going to do when you get punched in the mouth? Like, that's what you really have to figure out. And so I don't think we have like Yez obviously is the number one guy we're trying to counterpick around, but I think the bigger concern is like, if something doesn't pan out, what are our backups and what are our backups to our backups?
Makes sense. And one last question before you guys go. Do you have any words to like your supporters, the people who have supported you, and also to anyone who you think has like doubted you on this journey to the finals?
Everyone doubted us.
So what do you
I
want
think
to say to those people?
I think we're a sign that you should run your crew the right way. I mean, we're a group of close friends that has improved together, shared together, grown together, and tried to create a really inclusive environment, which means that it allows us, like a rising tide lifts all boats. It allows us all to really practice and get better as a group, which means that you have these names that aren't your household names. They're not the people taking names in the biggest Wi-Fi tournaments, but you throw them into a matchup that they know really well, that they've practiced a little bit off the grid, and they wreck people. And so I think it's one of those situations that like your environment is really what matters the most here.
Okay.
Makes sense. Sounds good.
I have returned. I have verified turkeys cannot fly, or at least the one that I just dealt with. That turkey is definitely not flying now. I heard your question, what you said earlier. You said everyone doubted you. For the record, I did not doubt you. I talked to Belmont, and I said EVA is going all the way. My bracket was perfect. No one say otherwise because you know it is not true. You can even ask my intern. I made sure I had 20 brackets, so all of them were correct, and each one had EVA in the finals. The other one didn't have Unrivaled, but that's a different story. So we would like to thank you guys for coming to join us today. It is very much appreciated. And my final question for you is, do you have any questions for me, Don Corneo?
I was actually about to ask you one, Mr. Corneo.
Oh, please ask me your questions. What can I answer? I am a bundle of answers. Intern, give me my answer book.
All right,
Here you go,
Mr. Corneo. And also to you, Mr. Intern. Who do you think's going to come out on top here?
Obviously, I think it is going to be the best crew in the SCS that's going to win. And the crew that wins is going to be my favorite. And I will be their poster board, and I will join their crew, and you will have the best croc in all of the SCS, and nobody will ask any questions. There you go. That is my answer. You don't need to worry about the intern. He's usually wrong.
I want the intern's answer.
My answer is exactly the same as Don Corneo's.
That is a good intern. You see, this is what I pay him for. He does everything I need him to do.
I'll pay him $50 right now for a real answer.
Whoa. That's getting a little too much cash here. You see, we're on a budget lately. We're having so much video production with all this and the SCS. And that video we had to put together for you guys to prove how good your journey was. So we're a little short on cash. We can't take any buyouts or bargains. But talk to us after the SCS Finals. We'll be sure to get back to you. But
all right, fine.
My producer's telling me we're out of time. We've had a lot of fun. We wish you well on the SCS Finals. We'll be rooting for both you and UR to put on the best show you possibly can. And before we leave, let me just say that SCS Finals will be great, but let's not forget about the Battle Arena Finals, where I will be choosing my champion to come with me to Midgar to defeat Cloud Strife and be happily after ever with his was it 2 or 3? I think it was 2 girls. Yes, with his 2 girls. So thank you for joining Corneo's Pulse. I hope you guys will have a wonderful SCS Finals, and I look forward to seeing you guys victorious at the end of the tunnel.
Thanks for having us.
Yep.
Absolutely, it was fun.